Hi gamers,
Hi everyone.
Dave and Angie here from seriouslyboard.co.nz with another monthly wrap, this time for July 2011. Now July was a really exciting month for us because we had our first Board Games by the Bay event in Auckland.
We did indeed. It was great. We had lots of regulars and also lots of new gamers there, so it was a really good time had by all.
Yeah, it was really exciting, and some people who had never encountered these types of games before came along to check it out and ended up going home with a couple of games of their own. So that was really exciting that we'd converted someone. So
now pencil this in your diary or even use a permanent marker. We have our next event, Board Games by the Bay Tauranga, coming up October 22nd and 23rd. That's Labour weekend. So we'd love to see you there. We're hoping to have a couple of tournaments, and also for if you're a new gamer or a seasoned gamer, either way, there'll be something there for you. So come along, join us, have a great time.
And for details about that, check out boardgamesbythebay.org.nz.
Alright, shall we get on to the top 5?
Top 5. So number 5.
Saboteur. Okay, so this game has come out a lot at this house. It's a very popular game. It's relatively quick, quite easy to teach, and nice and light. It's a great starter game for the night. You can play anywhere from 3 to 10 players, and basically you are miners trying to get to their gold. Some of you are saboteurs and you're trying to stop the miners from getting to the gold. So it's a bit of a race and a little bit of deception thrown in there just for fun. So highly recommend.
Nothing wrong with a bit of deception just for fun.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Alright, what was number 4?
Number 4, Forbidden Island.
Forbidden Island. Now,
Again.
Yes, Forbidden Island is our best-selling game ever. It is a cooperative game. It's by the same designer as Pandemic. The basic premise is that you are working as a team to get artifacts and relics off an island before it slowly sinks beneath the waves. Quite a simple game to pick up. A little bit of strategy involved as well though, and just good fun, really quick, it's our best selling game, so you're missing out if you don't have it, I guess.
Great price too at $29, so you can't beat that.
Yeah, super cheap.
Super cheap. Alright, number 3, Dominion. This has also seen a lot of game time here. This is a card building game. When I say card building, I really mean deck building. Just read between the lines there. And basically your box comes with 500 cards and lots of different options in terms of sets that you can use, sets of 10 kingdom cards. So you're basically trying to build your deck up with victory cards in order to win at the end, but you don't want to clog your deck up with too many of them because you need to have space for action cards and money as well in order to purchase things. So really fun game, lots of great expansions if you want more of a challenge, such as Intrigue, Seaside, Alchemy, Prosperity, and we have the new one, Cornucopia as well. Now some exciting news about Dominion for Board Games by the Bay.
Yeah, we're running a couple of tournaments at Board Games by the Bay, and one of them is Dominion. The other one is probably going to be Settlers of Catan. The way that it's looking like at the moment is that the winner of the Dominion tournament will get flights and accommodation to Sydney, Australia, to go to the Australian Games Expo next year. So that's really exciting. So if you...
Except that we can't participate, which is less exciting.
Yeah, well that's true, yeah. We might just get stingy and not hand things out. Don't mind the sneezing dog in the background there. But yeah, look, if you are a keen Dominion player, or if you just enjoy it and you want to have a go, come along to Board Games by the Bay in Tauranga in October. Show us what you're made of, and look, if you get to the top, if you become the cream of the crop, you will get sent off to Australia. We'll let you come back later, it's okay. But yeah, really cool prize, really exciting. So yeah, make sure you keep an eye on our blog and on the boardgamesbythebay.org.nz website.
Alright, number 2.
Number 2 is Seven Wonders. I have thrashed Seven Wonders more than I can think of. We've just had it on the table so often. I've also been thrashed at Seven Wonders more times than I can think of, courtesy of this lady here.
Not always.
No, not always, that's true. Seven Wonders is a great game. It's a really simple mechanic. Play a card and pass the hand your hand of cards to the person next to you. That's really all it is. You just rinse and repeat. But there's lots of strategy behind it. You can go for science, or you can go for guilds, or military, or build your wonder, or trade, or just try and deprive your neighbour of the buildings that he wants. So yeah, it's really cool. Every different wonder has sort of different strengths and focuses towards it, and I don't think we've ever had sort of the same game twice with this.
No. I mean, that's one of the great appeals of this game. I've never said no to a game of Seven Wonders, because every game is different. You can play a few games in a row. If you do, I would recommend swapping places, because it does change the game a bit, depending on who your neighbours are.
That's right. If you're sitting next to someone who just keeps building military and beating you up, or or someone who just does not build resources at all, and you want to trade and they don't have stuff, it's always good to mix things around so that even different strategies mixed with different wonders and different opponents is a really cool way of playing the game. And number one,
drum roll please. Ticket to Ride Europe. This is one of my all-time favourites, possibly our first purchased board game, modern board game that is. We don't count Scrabble, sorry. This is a fantastic game. It is fantastic for young and old. People as young as 8 can play this. People as old as, 60 something also enjoy this game. I didn't mention anyone particular.
That was a reference to my mother, just so we're clear.
I was not saying anything.
She does like Ticket to Ride Europe. She is a big fan, and she does like Scrabble as well. But, she does like this game, and this is when we go visit her, this is something that we almost always take with us, because she's always keen for another game of Ticket to Ride Europe.
So basic premise is that you've got a map of Europe, and you're trying to make connections with your trains across Europe between destinations on your destination cards. Once you can have anywhere from 2 players up to 5, and when you get up to 5 players it gets very crowded, so you have to try and work around other people. It becomes very tense, and you have to use train stations to hitch ride on other people's on trains if you can't get to your destination. So good fun. I really enjoy this game. Pretty light, takes about an hour to play, I suppose. Can't recommend it enough.
It's a great gateway game. It's a great way to get started with the hobby, and that's one of the reasons it has sold so well in this month, is because of those people we mentioned earlier who came along to Board Games by the Bay, saw this modern board gaming for the first time, and sort of said, what sort of games can we use to start our collections, and this was the one that sort of beat out all the rest. So, and it's actually, I think it was the first modern board game we ever bought. No Ticket to Ride Europe probably would have meant no Seriously Bored. Yikes.
We say thank you. Ticket to Ride Europe.
Alright, so that was number 1.
Alright.
And that was the top 5 sellers of July 2011. Keep an eye on our blog, on our Facebook page at facebook.com/seriouslybored. And look, if you're keen for a Dominion or a Catan tournament, or just to have a whole weekend of gaming, come along to Board Games by the Bay. Check out the website boardgamesbythebay.org.nz. And until then,
happy gaming.
Happy gaming.